You know what time it is, man. MySpace, man. MySpace.com/DJ Absolute One.
It's the reals. Son, you know how it go. Ass out like a child, you blow. Still on the streets, though. Regulating SOs, the tunnel banger, leave your jug van hanging. You a freak, it ain't banging down memories. You was bent, but you remember it's the infamous. Never took our shoes off when we entered Stash Gas.
Got the real live shit from front to back. To my people in the world, where the fuck you at? Where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at? Where the fuck my bitches at? Where my bitches is at? We got the real live shit from front to back. To my people in the world.
Now, anybody else's hands, this is a microphone. In my hands, it's a pipe bomb. Pipe bomb. Pipe bomb. Pipe bomb. Pipe bomb.
Yo guys, it's your boy 123J, and I'm here with
Infamous Informer, aka Rappers Last Outlaw, aka Granddaddy.
and this is Smack Talk Radio, aka STC Radio, coming all the way from the UK. Big shout out to @MIKE KNOXXX, Big Daddy Knox, and at the BDSIR and at the BDSIR Network for giving us the chance to stream live on air. Don't forget to check out Perfect Plex Radio with Mike Knox on the BDSIR Network. So let's get to it. Raw breakdown.
Yeah, man, let's break it down for them, man. Tell them what happened on Raw, man. Tell them. Vicky was vexed, and Paul Heyman was vexed, right? And then shut down the Rock from coming in the building. I mean, you've got a three police officer. Obviously, to me, I look on them. I took one look on them. I was like, yo, them indie wrestlers wanted to come through the game. They don't want to enter the WF game. You know what I mean? So kudos to them, man. Big up to them. That's what that was.
So the Vicky Guerrero, Paul Heyman come out.
Yeah, they said that they felt they were degraded. You know what I mean? The Rock defamed them and all this business. You know what I mean? But they get the joke. Especially Vicky, she gets defamed every week, man. She gets defamed every week on Raw.
Well, it's nothing new to Vicky Guerrero. Everybody's taken a pot from her. I mean, you only have to go back a couple of years and you've got the likes of Edge and that. I've heard Big Show have a pop at that. Everybody on the roster at some point has probably had something bad to say about Vicky Guerrero.
Well, yeah, man, but Big Show and Edge, they have to go that extra mile, didn't they, man? I mean, they actually put it in and all that. Oh, that's ill.
Look, man, I'm going to go on record now in saying that Vicky Guerrero obviously gives out that good loving.
Good loving? Which part? Which part do I give out good loving? I know AJ does. Or should I say BJ? You know what I mean? Come BJ Lee. Come on, take it out outside. A true thing. I mean, take out my majestic member. I'm putting between your wet lips and fuck. That's what you know.
Yo, AJ Lee's had more superstars than Triple H's held titles, man. Simple as that.
I mean, she couldn't cross the Ric Flair record. The 5 foot. DJ Lee, man. I don't know, man. She's like one of them girls that's like, she's been around and shit, but like, you wouldn't mind going there yourself, but don't tell nobody. Jeez, man, you have to strap on 3 condom over that motherfucker, man. You want to run up in there, man. That's my word.
Believe that, man. Believe that. So we get that out of the way, and then everybody's favourite heel, well, my favourite heel at the moment, Dolph Ziggler,
I'm your favourite heel, man.
Mike, you're everybody's favourite heel, but my favourite WWE heel.
That's right.
Dolph Ziggler comes out, pink briefs and all, against The Miz. Now, you know my feelings on The Miz already. I ain't a fan of The Miz. I'm not a fan of babyface Miz. I'm not a fan of heel Miz. I'm just not a fan of him at all. But
I'm not a fan of The Miz or Ziggler, full stop. I'm not like them. What fan am I, idiot?
well, what do you think about the WWE trying to turn The Miz into, from what I can see, turning him into the next Ric Flair, giving him the Figure 4 leg lock as a finisher?
Well, here's the joke. Ric Flair pretty much made the move right there and then, didn't he? On the Miz show? On the Miz show on SmackDown. Was it SmackDown? Was it either SmackDown or... No, it was at 25... It was one of them. SmackDown or 20th anniversary of Raw, right? Ric Flair is like, look, man, I'm not wrestling again. I saw what happened to Jerry Lawler. You think I'm wrestling again? Hell to the no. Yeah. Hit my super move.
Smart.
Just take a 4-leg lock. Use it. You know what I mean? That's what happened. Now, here's the difference between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. The Miz, The Miz was given that super move by Ric Flair, and we've seen it with our own eyes. Now, with Dolph Ziggler now, well, I can't stand the bastard anyway, man. I mean, all of a sudden he's starting to use Shawn Michaels. I remember Shawn Michaels saying, yo, I'm not wrestling again. Here's my super move, the super kick, you can use it.
He seems to have handed it over. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm sure the WWE, now that Miz is on his babyface run, which, to be honest, isn't that much different than his heel run, but it's just they're giving him a little bit more of a character, a little bit more likability, and then they've gone and given him this finishing move. If it helps a kid and pushes his career, then I'm way behind. I'm way behind it. I'm going to have to be. Either you move with the WWE or you get snowed under and end up at TNA. So
I think England's been snowed under like a good and proper, don't you think?
Most definitely.
Right,
looking out my window, there's still snow falling outside.
Look, man, I even attempted to go out there, man. Staying in the house. Where it is, man.
So we get them.
Back to this thing.
We get them guys out. Yeah, Miz and Ziggler basically lock up. And I must admit, right, I'm reading. These are the exact notes from the infamous informer Mike Grant that you're listening to right now.
Uh-oh.
I have a dream that Chuck Lesnar, aka Rye Black, took himself to the barbershop and got a decent haircut. It looks like his hair is trying to run away from his ugly ass face until they say, free at last, free at last. That was Martin Luther King Day. Yeah.
Right? So there was like enough MLK quotes going on all over the place on Raw, man. And that's what happened, man. Martin Luther King, he actually did say that. He actually did say he had a dream that Chuck Lesnar / Ryback, you know what I mean, will get a decent... You know, funny thing, look how much money the WWE are paying him every week to appear, right? You mean to tell me he can't get a paid in that motherfucker?
Yo.
It's a joke. So like that's on his head. It don't make no sense.
It looks like he ate Blade. That's all I'm saying.
He's a bloody disgrace. I mean, what I can say, you know what I mean, that little piece of head he's got on his head, it is nicely cold. I can say that, but it still looks wrong, man. You know what I mean? If I had took a haircut, I went to mum and said, yo, look at my knee. Mum, cut me down. Where the ball spots are, man. Biggie Lanson, man. Fix up, man. What are you?
Or give him a hat. At least give him a hat.
You know what I mean? Give him a hat, give him a do-rag, give him a thing. Rippy, no, man. No, that haircut's not right, man. His haircut then, you know what I mean? That's why I don't get no pussy, man.
So tip of the day is get to the barbers and get a fade. Is that what you're saying, Mike?
Get to the barbers, get to the fade before you go around beating upon people, man. That's embarrassing, man. I mean, I'm Martin Luther King Day, you know. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Mike, it could have been worse, man. You could have got the minstrel show, aka Brodus Clay, come out and do his thing and set black people back hundreds of years. You know what I mean?
Brodus, oh, yeah. Is he WF coming from him now, you know?
He was a monster. He was Del Rio's enforcer. This guy was meant to be the next level, the next enforcer. To me, possibly the next Attitude Era superstar. Comes in, destroys, leaves. They turned him into this big dancing fool that he looks like something from a 70s blaxploitation film, man. You know yeah, I'm white and I'm embarrassed. So, you know what I mean?
That's cold. Word is gone. The God says, turn Brodus Clay evil so that Cameron and Army can break out, they can do their own thing, and they can still remain good girls. They can still remain good girls because we love them. And Brodus, you can turn him evil, whatever. Turn him back to the monster that he's supposed to be. And everybody's happy.
Most definitely, man. We don't need another pimp. We had the Godfather. The Godfather held it down. Now we've got Brodus Clay, dresses like a pimp, dances with kids. I'ma leave it there.
Don't let Mike X get vexed, you know, when the baby powder I'm cocking down. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right now I think we slammed Brodus enough, man. The Funkasaurus, get the fuck out of here. Mike, I go through your blogs every week, and it's 99% pum pum and then 1% wrestling.
Exactly. You know what I mean? After all, it's WWE, it's entertainment, and that's what I'm doing. I want to entertain my readers. That's what it's about, man.
Less WWE, more XXX. But it's good, man. It's good. There's visual pictures for anybody that hasn't hit up Mike Dog's blogs after Raw. Trust me, it's worth a read, and definitely if you're one of those nasty mans out there, take some tissues because there are pictures.
That's right, man. We need that HLA back, man. That hot lesbian action shit back, man. Jeez. It's all about the girl, then, man. I mean, if you're one of them wrestling fans that goes to the toilet when Diva match comes on, slap yourself. I mean, it's the first person I can see girl wrestle, not two men in pink briefs.
Yeah, Mike. Mike, I'm.
That's all right. Don't read them, man. Run in a pink brief.
I think I need to reevaluate my wrestling opinion, because I am one of those mans that will miss a toilet break to watch Dolph Ziggler in his pink brief wrestle, but then we'll go for a piss when the Divas are on. So I need to reevaluate my shit, man. Something ain't right there.
I'm the other way around, man. I go for a piss. I go for a doo-doo, man, when Dolph Ziggler comes on, man, because that's what I think of him. Shit, you know what I mean? Big up to John Cena, man. He dropped the ship on Dolph Ziggler, man. That was the greatest thing he's ever done in a good while.
The only thing that disappoints me, being an Attitude Era fan and being a Ruthless Aggression fan, is the fact that the Big Red Monster Kane is no longer this Big Red Monster. I like the comedy angle of it, but I think it'd be better if it had been somebody else, because Kane is meant to be that destroyer.
Exactly, he's another one, man. Kane's another one. I mean, that's why people became fans of Kane in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, the man was, I mean, when he first come, he was like near invincible, and he put up people, he set people on fire and shit. And when you're fighting, the lights were all red. You know what I mean? So it's like, he was using a night, he was causing a nightmare. That was the whole point of fighting Kane. And now they're turning him into someone who goes on hugging people and that Dr. Yamaha. You know what the good side about it is?
Go on.
We saw the graduation ceremony, right? To me, that signals the end of that story.
Hopefully, Mike. But I think we touched on this in the last show as well. At the moment, the singles competitors is so full that Kane wouldn't get a look in unless they turn Kane into a massive heel and he comes out and destroys people. I mean, me personally, I'd love to see Kane turn back into the monster and go against Ryback, but not as Monster Kane.
That would be a good matchup, man. You know what I mean? We need to feel that, because like I truly say, Kane's athletic as well and all that, man. Man can jump off rope and do all that crazy shit. Yo. But I still say it's the end, you know what I mean? It's the end of that angle. I don't know where. In fact, yes, I do. In a way, I've got an idea where Kane and Daniel Bryan are going to go from here now.
Do you think that it'll be the end of? See, this is why I don't think they'll hold the belts, but we'll get to that later.
We'll definitely get to that later, because you know all that is all incorporated into it.
Yeah, but no, I definitely agree with you. I think it is the end of the Team Hell No era, and they're gonna have to take it some other direction. And there's loads of possibilities, but we'll chat about that when we get to talking about our raw predictions and stuff.
That's what we will do.
What about the Shield turning on The Rock?
Well, you know what? I'll say this to Jazz, you know. I'll say this to Jazz on the Skype. I'll say, Jazz, the Shield man, we're gonna get The Rock either tonight or at the Rumble itself. Now, here's the thing. And I knew it was gonna be on Raw, because we seen it. You all didn't knowledge. You did the science behind it. The man was banned out of the arena by Vicky and Paul Heyman, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. And while the Rock was there coughing, he was talking a lot about serving the people, serving justice. He kept mentioning those words, right? And to me, it just hit me like that, bam. Serving justice, serving the people, serving justice, keyword justice, 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 injustice, the shield, that's what they're about. I thought, yeah, the shield got getting.
Well, you know what, Mike? I don't believe it. I don't buy it for a second. Do not buy this bullshit angle for a second. No.
The power on this, Jerry, the power on this clock through the ring.
Yeah, I know.
We're a couple of blood and shit.
He tweeted in the morning saying internal injuries, bit of bruising, but I'm okay, back to the gym, back on it. Then the Shield tweeted back to it in the morning saying triple powerbomb, we ate like a king, justice was served, the Shield. I don't believe it, man, and I don't believe it, and I'll tell you why I don't believe it. We've seen this angle pulled too many times when they've turned on somebody and then you find out actually it was a ruse. We've seen it all throughout the Vince and Stone Cold saga. All that was done.
We did see through the ministry. Yes, we did. We did see that. I think it was like was it last year or the year before? You know, when CM Punk, it was a year before when CM Punk, after he dropped a pipe bomb, he had his match with John Cena, I think it was SummerSlam or something like that, and then Kevin Nash come and bait it up for CM Punk sort of thing, and then like, Kevin Nash was meant to be in cahoots with Triple H, and that didn't turn out the way it did, and then Triple H and Kevin Nash, they ended up fighting each other, TLC, you know what I mean, Triple T, and tearing, licking down and all this business. I feel what you're saying, man, but no, I'm not having it, man. I'm not having it. The power about this car really through the ring. I'm now coughing up blood and shit, man. That's my word. And the due to be on SmackDown as well. And the Rock and CM Punk scheduled to be on SmackDown as well. So surely the Rock's going to be coughing the Shield.
Well, Mike, this is what makes me a little bit more suspect. This is what adds a bit oomph to my argument. Apparently, the WWE are doing an injury angle now with Brad Maddox. Now, if you copped Raw, you know that Maddox got on the good side of Heyman.
Correct.
Yep. But now, from what I've read, they were attacked backstage at the SmackDown taping on Tuesday. The story states they were taken to hospital. So him and his cameraman. So that makes me feel a little bit that maybe it is a double cross. Maybe. It could, you know what, it could go all the way to the top. It could even be Heyman ready to double cross Punk with the Shield, Maddox and The Rock. But that's thinking way outside the box. It could happen.
Wow.
You know?
Well, that is true. I think, you know what, I can't lie to you. I did catch that on WF.com. No, correction. Powerbomb Pro Wrestling News. Find that on Twitter, find that on Facebook. But I did catch that. At the same time, I thought, oh, okay, anyway. I didn't really go well too into it, so, you know what I mean, that's good right there, Jay, you know what I mean, like, and then, later on in the show, Paul Heyman and CM Punk, they put to Vincent Kennedy, and Vincent Kennedy's like, look, you see this Shield, man, if they try and come and tease, I'm gonna shut you down from the title, I'm gonna strip you the title, you not have it. But, wait to the but, Vincent Kennedy didn't say anything about awarding the title to The Rock.
True, I didn't think about it that way. See, my understanding of that was if these mans interfered, then Punk would lose the title. So then I thought... that is correct, yeah. If they are doubling up for The Rock, what's going to stop them from coming down and attacking Punk? Regardless who they attack, if they turn up, Punk loses the title. So if they were to attack Punk, Punk would lose the title, it'd be open for Rock. So that's just a theory, but then you can also throw Ziggler into the mix. Man could cash in that night. So using your theory... See that boy there? That boy, he then gets broke up in everything, man.
ever since he won that Money in the Bank blood clot thing, that blood clot briefcase. You know what I mean? Every month, fans are like, when's he gonna cash in his check? When's he gonna cash it in? He's gonna cash it in this one. He's gonna cash it in this one. You know, if I was Bob Ziegler, you know what I do? I wouldn't catch the glass thing at all. I'd just wait until the next Money in the Bank and just to troll all you motherfuckers. He knows that you lot wanting to cash in his check. You know what I mean? Don't forget, he could cash it up to a year. Up to a year, and I truly believe he's going to do it when he needs to expect it. He'll probably do it on SmackDown. Fuck that. He might do it on main events and blood clots. When you're not even watching. Fuck that. I'm taking it to another place. He might do it on Saturday morning slam.
Nah.
And then you'll be like, how you like me now? I'm casting my check on Saturday morning slam.
That would be a massive troll face to fucking everybody, mate.
I'd do it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? If I'm a heel, you know, if I'm a heel, and I don't know, who's the champion now? Apart from CM Punk, it's
Del Rio. Bertie?
Bertie, he's the champion now. Suppose, I don't know, suppose for some reason Bertie appears on Saturday morning slam in his car. I'll probably get a baseball bat. Get what's his name? Get a referee and say, yo, make this a hardcore thing, man. Fuck it, make this a hardcore match. Block up Bertie in him car, right? Take the title from him. Simple as that. Done. Do it on Saturday morning. Oh, I forgot it's a G-rating. Oh shit. I don't think sometimes, man.
Mate, you wouldn't see a kendo stick. The only thing you'll see on Saturday morning slam is a finger, a Cena finger. They'll be beating each other with Cena fingers, man. Not kendo sticks.
Yes. I mean, they put that motherfucker on their hand and I don't know what, you know what, I don't know why that show even exists, you know. I think they should chuck it down straight away. Because the kids, they're not watching Saturday morning slam. You know what I mean? They can't even wear what they want at Saturday morning slam to blood class. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, so back to Zigzag, man. He's coming in at number 1 or 2. He gets a choice to pick number 1 or 2.
Well, you know why that happened? Because he thought he was clever. Man thought he was a smart motherfucker than me, because Sheamus and Ray Barrett were fighting now. Right. Sheamus was on the way to beating that clock. Him now, he thought he was clever. Him, AJ, and that, BJ, and that big idiot. Come and thief, you know what I mean, to make sure, right, to make sure that Sheamus didn't qualify and get his spot, get his number, right, and because of that, that's when B.I.G, should I say, that's when the B.I.G says, is that how you going on, Ziggler? And you kiss that spit out in front of me. Alright then. So, you kiss that ratchet in front of me. Alright then. This is what's gonna happen. You can choose your number. Yeah, I mean, I choose number. No. Not 30, not 27. None of that shit. You can choose either 1 or 2. That's how it's going. And he get next.
Mike, don't sleep on it though, man. This is a massive angle, this is, for Ziggler, because he's not going to come in and get dashed out straight away. And he won't leave halfway through the Rumble either.
No.
What we need to remember is...
He's going to last long, he's going to be in there for time, he'll probably be there near enough towards the end. He's going to be one of them irritating... You know the Royal Rumble? Like, every year, there's always that irritating superstar that...
One that rolls out underneath the ropes and then hangs outside until the last minute. And
not just that, but eliminate people as well, man. Like, proper eliminate... And last year it was Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes was pissing me the fuck off. So he was eliminating people for a joke, and he's a skinny motherfucker. I'm thinking, what the fuck, man? This year it's Dolph Ziggler, man. He's gonna irritate the shit out of me, man, this year. Where he's gone.
Mike, this year Cody Rhodes is back in that moustache, man. He's got some weight to him now. Cody Rhodes will hold it down, man. I'm telling you, somebody with some facial hair will win the Rumble this year.
Like, you see Cody Rhodes with the moustache? You see that moustache right there? That's not even a good look charm, you know. He's probably going to get dashed out straight away, you know what I mean, like in 3-4 seconds or some bullshit like that. And then stands out, you know what I mean, it's stand out the superstar, that's going to kill it. He's probably going to middle of it, while everyone's fighting, and he's going to be like,
back away, you ignoramus. It'll probably be, Mike, it'll probably be one of those twists where you'll see Cody drop Sandow out, and then the next Raw will be unmissable. He'll just call him out, and he'll just rip him to shreds, man. He'll be out here absolutely killing. That's something that could happen. But yeah, so
you know what? It's a nice twist. It's a nice twist, but once again, it's one of them things where we'll discuss it a little later on in the show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. So yeah, I'm not backing Zigzag to win this, but I am saying that he's definitely going to be a major player. Don't forget, we've got Elimination Chamber coming up very soon after this.
Yeah.
And Zigzag is one of the main contenders in that, as well as you know, The Rock, Punk, Cena, Sheamus. Off the top of my head, I can't remember who the other competitor is. But he's definitely going to be a major player. So don't be surprised if you see all 6 of them at the very end as a prelim to the Elimination Chamber. You know, Ryback.
Well, they're supposed to be like, you know, they're supposed to be like 2, well, usually there's like 2 Elimination Chamber matches anyway. Usually they're like one for Raw and one for SmackDown, but because it's all mix up, mash up these days, you don't know if it's got to be just the one.
Well, I think it might pan out that it'll be everybody that's in line for Punk's title, if Punk's still holding the title, or as you say, the twist, it's taken off Punk and it's put up for Elimination Chamber because of the Shield interference, which is a definite possibility. I couldn't write that one out either. And then it's, you know, which would make the Elimination Chamber the one to watch most definitely after Rumble. So it could crown a winner. And I mean, if Punk retains at that one, he will be like, actually, I didn't lose the title, it was taken off me, I was on a hiatus, that makes me world champ for 500 days. He got that for true, you know, he would, and him and Paul Hale would be protesting and all sorts, and Lord, it's all true. Yeah, man, he'll be on some, what is it, Breakdown 1998? Yeah. When Kane and Undertaker pinned up at the same time, and Mick Man come out all of a sudden and is like, give me that back! Give me that back! You know what I mean? I think they're like, good God. We're not going to see a clean. I'm going to call it now, man. We're not going to see a clean pin. Not at all. Not at all. So then we get the next 2 heavyweights, which I know one of them's getting a major push at the moment, and one of them's actually carving out his own fan base. So you've got Randall and Cesaro. Cesaro, technically, brilliant wrestler. In fact, he's one of the best on the roster, if not possibly the best technical wrestler on the roster at the moment.
Let me tell you something about Antonio Cesaro. Yeah, for real, man. He's my bad man. You know what I mean? He's had the US title for a minute now. Man's killing people. But his super moves, man, I'm not feeling it, man. He grabbed the man, I seen him grab Borders K by his dick and then send him back down to the ground. I was like, hey, yo, that don't look too right to me.
It's impressive.
Like
as a feat of strength.
It's impressive, but it's like, hey, you know, all the next one by his dick and then kiss him up and... Nah, man, yo.
Look, man, Mike, you do if you hate America. That stops the next generation of American babies.
Get the joke, man. Walks around with American beef on as well. Well, that's taking the piss, man. Man got full Switzerland and he's killing everyone. He's killing everyone on the roster. You know, in that league. You know what I mean? In that division.
But it was definitely a good match. It took its time. It wasn't a walkover, and that's what I thought was good, because when the WWE want to push people, they make squash matches, and it's disappointing, man. Nobody wants to see a squash match. Nobody wants to see somebody you think is going to go all the way get squashed by somebody that is the flavour of the month at the time. The fact that it nearly went on for like, 11 and a half minutes, nearly 12 minutes. That shows that Cesaro has got a bit about him, and it also shows that Randall, he's getting his push. I mean, they're pushing him again. Whether he's going to become a monster heel again, I don't know. But they're building Cesaro up and they're building Randall up. But I think, like I said earlier, if there wasn't so much talent in the main category at the moment, then you'd probably see these two cats fighting for Punk's title at some point.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I like how they dropped that, you know, to be fair, that beat the clock thing. I mean, they made him go at it just for over 11 minutes. And, yeah, I mean, it shows that Antonio, he's got potential to go all the way. For real. I mean, give him a year or two. Watch him. I mean, if he can continue doing what he's doing, watch him. He's going to be a done.
Most definitely, man.
You know what I mean? And it also shows that, I mean, it took Randall 11, maybe 12 minutes to beat him. You know what I mean? Usually with Randall, I mean, man's on that psychotic shit. He stamps on your legs, he stamps on your head, he stamps on your arms and shit. And then he starts that snake shit on the ground, and then next thing you know, I'm not getting out of nowhere! And you finish. You know what I mean? And this is big. Randall's been in the game for nearly 10 years now.
Yeah.
Man took the title from Chris Benoit and shit. You know what I mean?
Randall's no joke, but it's nice to see that they're not just squashing newer wrestlers by using these big names. I mean, Randy Orton still has a massive fan base. Is it the fan base he had 2 years ago? Is it even the fan base he had 5 years ago? No, but he still has a place, and and WWE still want to push him in certain places at certain aspects. I think it was handled really well. Yeah, all right. Randall needed the win so he could cement his place, but by not squashing Cesaro, I think that they handled that match well, man. So that's definitely impressive.
Yeah. I commended that, definitely. It was a great match. I commended it, no doubt.
After that, then we get my boy. See, I still like him, Zack Ryder, and the Big Show.
Let me tell you something. Zack Ryder came out, and I can't lie to you. I went to the kitchen to start my pocket pudding. and the next thing you know, I heard the Big Show's music play the second time. It must have been like 20 seconds later. I was like, oh yes, what the hell happened? I didn't see. I come back now. I found out that he got shot. You know what I mean? Zack Ryder got put through school bosses, man. I was like, holy shit.
Personally, I think it's a shame because Zack Ryder is over with fans. Fans actually like him. Don't forget, a year ago, it was him and Kane. You know, him, Kane, and Cena. He was actually up there. He was actually one of the headliners because he'd done all the work on the internet and got himself in with everybody. And now it's got to the point where he's like Kofi. Like Kofi had, you know, at one point he was being pushed hard. But now he looks like he's just one of these mid-carder jobbers to these, you know, big powerful superstars, which is a shame. And this is what I was saying about the WWE squashing some talent, because Ryder is actually talented in the ring. He's no Cesaro, you know. He probably never will be, but the guy puts in work, and he sells moves, and he sells storylines, and he's accessible. People like him. You know, certain people like him anyway.
Yeah, certain people. There's some people who don't like that idiot. You know, I never like him, man. I mean, he don't look right. He got some Backstreet Boys bullshit ass theme tune. He's made some video named Hosky. You know what I mean? And look what happened. Eve leaves the WF the next day, man. I was like, oh shit, man. We lost another diva, man. What the fuck, man? But at the same time, I kind of saw it coming because I was doing a knowledge on Eve via Jazz's news.
Yeah.
I kind of knew she was on her way out, man. But I mean, don't forget now, she's been in the wrestling game about 7 years. That's like pretty much the average time span of a diva anyway, man. So I mean, she did her thing now. Now she's ready to breed, I suppose. So good luck to her and her fiance, the lucky bastard. She ready to breed. She ready to breed.
Ready to breed. What a lyric. What a lyric.
It's one thing about these divas, man, you know what I mean? They can't let themselves get read up. Else that's it.
True.
You know what I mean?
Look at Karma.
Like,
Look what happened with Karma.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Karma, she sick on my man, and my man was like,
Yo.
I mean, it was like, Lord, and she walked like it's funny, man, he's like, Lord, alright.
Yo.
He's tucking the pillows and shit, man, like,
It's probably Big E Langston's, that's why he's got chicken legs now, man. Man probably had hench legs until Karma sat on him.
That's probably what happened, man. That's probably what happened. Big E Langston, you know. Jay, don't give me that joke, man.
So Ryder gets dealt with by the Big Show. That's all over and done with. The crowd roll up the Big Show, and then we've got that Brad Maddox angle where his persistence has paid off with Heyman that we spoke about earlier, and now they're running an injury angle. But we spoke on that. I still think Brad Maddox, as much as I know Jamie Gapster Kellum was on about him today on the page, asking people, is he over with fans? That he's already over with him. I think this kid has got a bright future. It just depends on how they use him, and I'm starting to think now that sort of Heyman's let him in on side, that possibly he might be a major player in what's going to happen soon. So I don't know at Rumble, possibly not Rumble. We may see something from him from Rumble, but definitely leading up to WrestleMania. I'm not saying he's going to be going for any titles, but I think he might be one of those characters that's a fly in the ointment type thing.
Here's the thing with my man, Maddox. You know what I mean? You look at him, you glance at him. If you didn't know who he was or not, and you glance at him, you think he's some kind of jobber, because, you know, he's not Bill. He's not a skinny motherfucker. You know, you look at him, and as soon as he comes on, people are like, people, you know what I mean? People can't stand him. People want to get the name Maddox. Well, the Grant says, you know what? I'm going to save that one for later. It's true, man. As soon as he comes on, you know what I mean? The fans are booing his Clark, man. And he just looks like a normal digger jobber to me.
Well,
the man must have skills, and from time Paul Heyman took him under his wing. You know what I mean? And you know Paul Heyman, he's box champions like that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? We've seen, you know what I mean, Paul Heyman, man, no colour, man. We've seen him with, going back all the way back to Paul Lee Dangerously in WCW and all that. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Undertaker, going all the way to, Rock. Was it Austin?
I don't know. Yeah, because Austin went over to ECW for a while, didn't he? And then they did that Steve Austin tribute show, and Heyman led everybody in song, and Raven and everybody were singing like jabronis, all badly attitude.
I can appreciate that was bad. That was a wicked. That was one of my favourite Raw episodes ever, man. You know what? I forgot to mention it in the Raw moments, but it's like there's so many Raw moments. You know what I mean? Like, over 1,000 episodes, there's so many Raw. You could go on for time. You could go on for days about Raw moments.
We'll say that for another show.
Yeah, man. Stay tuned, man. Next show, that's on a different show, man.
Speaking of Raw moments, while we're just chatting about it, upcoming in the next few weeks, hopefully in the next fortnight, we will have an interview with Glenn Roof, aka Thrasher from the Headbangers. We're gonna do a Skype interview with Glenn Roof. We're gonna find out all about the Attitude Era, the WWF Attitude Era, all about the superstars, and then we'll also throw your questions at him as well. So if anybody's got any questions, make sure you hit us up on Twitter at SmackTalkCentre or on Facebook at www.facebook.com/SmackTalkCentre. Get your questions in, and we'll personally ask Glenn on your behalf.
Yo, shout out to EPMD, man.
Now we've got that plug out of the way. So the rest of the Raw basically is sort of what we sort of expected. We've already touched on it. The Rock talking about serving justice will be served, and all sort of stuff like that, which again we know at the moment is the Shield's major angle, that they are the sword of justice and they're there to serve the injustice of the WWE. To me, I don't know, I like the Shield. I've got a lot of time for the Shield. The Shield are definitely over.
You know what? I don't know anyone who don't like the Shield.
But do you think that they're attacking too many different targets? It's a little bit sporadic. It's like I understand what their message is about, and I can understand them attacking The Rock, but I'm kind of like, well, why do you attack other mans? Like, why are you attacking Ryback? What injustice has that guy done as such, man? They're doing it, but I don't think they're explaining it very well why these guys are attacking these superstars. Obviously, with The Rock, we understand.
To me, it's not that hard. To me, it's not that hard. Or you can do your own theory. You can do your own theory of injustice, or what do you think these baby faces are doing? That you think, nah, man. You think, yeah, you got. I mean, with The Rock, it was easy. You know what I mean? The man gets in the building. Well, storyline wise, the man finds himself in the building after Vicky Gunn banned him from the building. He finds himself in there, so the show like, that's injustice, man. That's big. We're gonna beat him down. So he's insolent. You know.
Ignoramus.
Ignoramus, man. It's not really that hard to that, really. Oh, you know what? I'm waiting for the day when they attack Vincent Kennedy.
Well, you would think that would be one of the main targets, because Vince is infamous for being, for being Vince, pretty much for being injustice. That guy's never served justice ever. Every time he's turned face, he's turned heel straight afterwards. You know what I mean? Vince is the master of manipulation.
Jay, do you think you might be onto something right there?
Thinking maybe. I'm not going to just. I'm not going to go into it. No, all I'm saying is exactly. You know what I mean? Like, just a couple of examples. The Ministry begging for Austin to help him. Next thing you know, it takes off the hood. It's Vince. Everybody was over with Vince because everybody was like, "Oh, his daughter's been taken. He's a babyface." Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. The guy's the head of the Ministry. Heel. What about his build up when he all came back and everybody was over with Vince? Vince was back in the WWE. Next thing you know, he's wrestling God. he's wrestling the HBK and God.
You know what I mean? That match is right. The HBK teamed up with God. Vince and Shane don't have a chance in hell. All business. Pardon the pun. You know what I mean? There is no way, you know what I mean? Lightning and fire and brimstone and all the rest of it. They would have been burned to a crisp. There is no way, you know what I mean? And then you have the Spirit Squad, them coming deep. The Spirit Squad would have got burnt as well. That is light. You see, if I wrote that storyline, there'd be fire going up all over the place, man.
You can't. You can't trust Vince, full stop. You cannot trust Vince. I don't care who you are. If you trust Vince, you're a fool. You're an absolute fool.
Trust me, you know what I mean? It's Vincent Kennedy, man. You know what I mean? JR referred to him as the devil himself.
Exactly. This is why I'm saying it's now he stepped in with the Rock Punk. It's gonna get twisted. Man. It is. Vince steps in, says all that, then we got our next segment where Super Cena decides he wants to come out, he wants to chat some shit, flap his gums a little bit. I thought that segment was piss poor. I thought it was weak. It's been one of the weakest segments Cena's ever done, even down to the point where ESPN have slated Cena for saying that his babyish antics, more or less ruined a decent Raw. Because he came out and chatted shit about skid marks. What the fuck, man? What's all this about?
I was watching it. I was like, oh, what are you laughing at that cat? I didn't know what the hell he was on about. To me, the light should have went out at that moment, and the show should have come back out and like, injustice, man, because he's talking shit. Cut him, beat down something, put it through the table.
Yeah. See, I appreciate they have to use Cena in some sort of format. He didn't have a big part of that show, when usually it's the Cena show. They had to use him in some sort of format, but either his writing was fucking pathetic, or creative have really taken a step back, and they're just running out of ideas for him. Because his character's he's old, boring and dry. Everybody knows Super Cena's got 5 moves. He did a Hurricane Rana about 5 weeks ago, something like that. it was sloppy as, and that goes to show that either Cena's got lazy or Cena can't wrestle. Stick to your strengths, be a powerhouse. If you want to be a powerhouse, don't be a technical wrestler.
Cena has got skills, because we all know what, I mean, back in the day when he was called the prototype, I never seen him as a prototype personally, but we all remember his first match against Kurt Angle. Yeah. Right? And Kurt Angle was like, so, good Cena, who is you in a little pipe brief? What do you have? And he was like, ruthless, aggression, and he beat down Kurt Angle in the other ring. I was like, what? Oh my God! Cut down Kurt! And then on the side, I took him out like, you know what? Go on, right, you got skills, man. Oh, grassy.
Well, that's the thing with Cena.
Right there? Yeah. Right there, so, I don't know, man. It's true. It's like he's using them type moves, and he can't bother to practice anything else. No. You know what I mean? In his little gym or whatever, he can't be bothered to practice anything because he's like, well, boy, Victor Kennedy wants to do these moves, so there's no point in me doing top ropes or doing this, that, the other. There's no use for me doing holes or sure. You know what I mean? I'm not going to allow it.
Well, the WWE got a bit lazy. I mean, the matches leading up to like last year were a bit lazy. That, you know, a lot of stuff the WWE handled pretty badly. Y2J's return was handled really, really poorly. You know, so that makes me think that maybe that Cena just could rest on his laurels. He's the face of the company. Everybody likes him. He's over with the fans. We're gonna turn. We've been gradually doing this PG shit, and then see.
Everybody likes him.
Alright, no, everybody liked him. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was one of the biggest Cena fans. I had Cena as a ringtone. I had Cena on my phone. You know, MLP. When that dropped, I was like, oh shit, man, Cena. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, hand in front of my face and all this. Next thing you know, this guy's kissing babies, fucking handing out fucking tats and all this bullshit. Yeah, that's cool, man. But it gets old and stale. That's why people like Austin were good characters, because they were anti-heroes. When they went good, you were with them. When they went bad, you went with them. Undertaker, face. But then when he turned heel, you were still with him because his character fluctuated so much. Not so much to the point where you were like, oh, here comes another heel turn. Here comes another face turn. But just enough to keep you interested. Cena, face. Is he going to turn? No, face. And you're like, well, your character's boring now, and you haven't done anything about it. You haven't changed your theme music in God knows how long. You haven't changed your style, just changed the colours. You know, that's why it won't work. That's why Punk has been so interesting. This guy came in, you know, Kennan's a bit of an outsider, then he went full monster heel with his straight edge society, shaving heads and that, you know, and his enforcer and that. Then he became a babyface, and everybody got on side with Punk, and Punk geniusly, I'm sure he did this, because creative can kiss my ass, man, they haven't got a fucking clue. Then he was like, fuck this, pipe bomb, fuck you lot, man. I'm here now, I've got to where I've got, you lot suckled the teat of me being a babyface, getting all this way, but I don't need you lot. I don't need you, man. And now he's had this heel run, which has been fantastic, and now it's leading up to a fight with The Rock, and people are still interested, because at no point...
You know what I like about his heel run? What I like about CM Punk? He still talks the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He talks the truth, and he's like, honest, he's like, well, you know, I want to do the Shield. That ain't my shit. I didn't do that shit. And that grandmother shit. I know me,
But Mike, the thing is with Punk, he shows enough, man. There's a glimmer every now and then that he can turn face, that he could just easily go, you know what, fuck it, I'll carry the WWE on my back, and you lot can support me. There's always that little glimmer.
To me, he's carrying it now. He's carrying it right now. Cena had his bad year. You know what I mean? To me, it's more like that Cena took a step back and let CM Punk have his shine and all that. To me, it was more of that, really.
I don't know, Mike. I don't think Cena took a step back. I think Cena just got eclipsed. That's my honest opinion. I think Cena's gimmick got so dry that when a brand new gimmick came out and that was handled so well by the actual wrestler, Cena, like we were on about earlier, he was just lazy. He was like, well, fuck it, man. This dude's obviously better at it than I am. I'll just keep doing me, and Vince will keep pushing me. I'm the face of the company. I don't need to worry about it.
Nah, man, you're the face of the company. You gotta keep your shit fresh, man. You know what I mean? You gotta keep your shit fresh. That's why, that's why the Rock's all done.
Well, yeah.
That's why the Rock was done. That's why Austin was done. That's why Undertaker was done. And Triple T, when he turned good, you know what I mean? He stayed fresh, man. I mean, Randall, Chris Benoit, whoever else. Even when Brock Lesnar, when he turned good for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Man, stay fresh.
Your character has to evolve. Cena's character has not evolved, man. He went from heel to anti-hero, because he was kind of anti-establishment when he first started to get into his Cena gimmick. Then he went babyface.
The hardcore Thugonomics was anti-hero, because he's telling them when he's doing all them freestyles. Don't forget this was TV14 era still. He's doing them freestyles. And he's telling the audience, you know what I mean? He's making the audience say, cuss bad words and tell the big shots to put their dick and all sorts. So it's like,
But then he turned face, and it's just been that. It's just been face completely. The only way, me personally, the only way Cena can save his career this year and actually be respected, because Superstar of the Year that was given to him is absolute bullshit. That's worse than the Twitter poll that comes up to vote for your favourite match or superstar, because we know that's rigged as well. For me, that was rigged. That should have been Punk's. Punk should have had that easily, without contention.
Well, that's why Cena claimed that he couldn't accept it.
He didn't deserve it.
He couldn't accept it. He came out and said, "Look, man, and I award this, man. I didn't do nothing." So Rick said, take it back. That's yours, man. Then CM Punk gets back and said, that should be mine, because I did this, I held the title for 2,960,303 days.
Look, mate, it sounds like we're Cena bashing. Just in case anybody thinks I'm a Cena hater, I'm not, man. I am down with Cena, but Cena needs to change his character up, because we know he can do it, and he's much better when he's slightly edgier than he is when he's going around handing out hats, kissing babies.
I mean, we're not hating, man. We're not hating. We can speak in truth, man. I mean, no Cena's a bad blogger behind the scenes anyway, apart from the Make-A-Wish shit. I mean, we know he's bragging Mickey Bella. It is Mickey Bella, isn't it? Can't get them mixed up.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Mickey Bella.
It's the one with the tits in it.
She's the one with the tatas. He's banging her on a regular. He's doing all that Make-A-Wish shit. Well, so on another token, it's like, well, boy, I'm banging this sexy gal, man. Well, boy, so you can boo me all you want, man. You ain't fucking it, I am.
Boo me? Boo you!
Exactly, man. I mean, it's like, jeez. Nick comes off from work. Nick Bella's like, I was work on it. I don't boo me as usual. Gets in there, gets his tongue in and shit. He gets to work, man. That's like to see him, man. He went to the Howard Stern show for crying out loud, and he admitted it, that he's a bad blogger.
Yeah. And if none of you guys have ever copped that interview, make sure you go on YouTube, type in John Cena, Howard Stern. It's well worth a listen. There's also a Stephanie McMahon one with Howard Stern that is also well worth a listen. So definitely check those ones out.
Stephanie went up there and just called her the world straight now. She's a freak. She's a freak in the bed.
Dirty girl. Dirty girl.
She's a dirty girl.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? She like it funky and backy and everything. There's no one that should breed her for Triple T. How much gets out from Triple T? No. How much gets out?
Free now, innit? Free.
That's why you don't see her now. She wants to breed up, man. She plays like that. She plays music.
Mike, do you reckon when Hunter and Steph have an argument, he's like, and if you went down with that, Steph, I got 2 words for you. Just whaps his shit out. He's like, suck it.
Exactly. He doesn't even say I got 2 words for you. He just draws out the hammer.
Yeah.
Where's Stephanie seen the hammer?
He probably calls it a hammer as he's slapping around the face with it. Stephanie just puts her picture down, put the picture of Daddy she's got on her bedside table goes down. Look, man, if you didn't know now, you know. This radio station's definitely TV14. Yo, yeah, at Mike Knox, we're sorry, man, we're sorry. We're definitely going out late night.
I mean, you got like the close down songs.
We'll have to get some green spray paint and spray paint STC on the BDSIR towers.
Trust me, man. Even at the NWO shit, man.
Yo, Mike, we see you, man, we see you.
Oh, shit. Let's keep it moving, man.
So, Raw finishes, all the man's enter the ring, doesn't give us any insight into what's going to go on at the Royal Rumble. All in all, a good Raw. Another good Raw for me personally.
Yeah, man, it was just like a typical ending, and everyone just jumps in the ring and starts to rock us. You know, we've seen that a million times. Yeah.
But Mike,
yeah, man.
it's good though, man, because a bit of nostalgia. It did feel like at the end, it felt like, you know, old school WWE, WWF even. You know, everybody gets in as a brawl.
Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. People like Primo and Epico, they get dashed out straight away. You know, that sort of thing. Yeah.
So now, to the meat of this show, to the hammer of this show. We're back on the hammer. Put it down. Put the hammer down.
Except for the steel chairs and the tables and shit. I mean, it's a Royal Rumble, motherfucker.
Stephanie, get the hammer.
Use the hammer. That's it. We're gonna start with the online match. Desiree versus the Miz, US title, man. How do you feel about that?
Personally, I think I see this is I've got two opinions on this. Either Cesaro will retain for the moment because they don't know what to do with him, or he'll drop this to the Miz and you'll see Cesaro pushed. I think he might get pushed towards Wade. I'm thinking it might be going that way.
It is a difficult one because now the Miz has got his new super move, the figure 4 leg lock.
But that's it. He's getting a major push, man. A major push.
And the word is right. The word was that did you know that Ric Flair was originally meant to be on Raw this week?
No, I didn't know. No.
But what it was, they shut it down because they let Ric Flair do his thing because they knew that the Miz was going to lose to Ziggler, right? And it's not going to look good considering Ric Flair just gave the Miz his new move.
Yeah.
But, the Ric Flair was meant to sort of manage the Miz, you know, for real.
Well,
I don't know if Ric Flair's going to make an appearance at the Rumble, and I'm not too sure about that, but.
It's the Royal Rumble, so I should imagine he probably will. And this is why I think Cesaro will drop the title to give Miz to give him basically a platform. At the moment, the Miz is not up there with the likes of your Zigglers. He's not up there with your Punks and stuff like that. He's not going to get those sort of shots. But if they give him a title, it will keep it interesting for him. So people will be like, Miz is champion.
I believe so, because, I mean, we've got to continue to convince the crowd now that, yo, I'm a good guy now, you ain't got to boo me no more.
Yeah. And this is why I think he'll drop it. But I think, as we were saying about Cesaro earlier, he's too talented to be a holder of the US champion. He needs to move up, he needs to go up that gear, and I think if he does drop this, there's a possibility you might see him and Wade and Randall and that really going for it, man. Because Randall and Wade have had a few battles recently. Randall and Cesaro have had a few battles recently. I think that's what they're gunning towards.
Yeah, for true, man. Cesaro a bad man, so yeah. I mean, but even with that, if you're talking about Cesaro going for, say, Wade, then, you know, in that case, one of them will have to turn good.
One of them? One of them, man.
And it's more than likely Cesaro.
Possibly, but even with Wade in as a heel and Cesaro in as a heel, you've got Randall who's being pushed to the babyface now, so that smooths over the cracks.
Well, the thing about Randall is he did push for a babyface, but I can't see Randall going for the Intercontinental title.
I can't see him going for anything else, really. To be honest, not like with Bertie being the new Mexican face, Sheamus still kicking ass like crazy, and Ryback has to pick up a title at some point this year, otherwise it's a wasted project.
And then on top you got the Big Show still punching through school bosses, so.
Well, I know there's been talk about Big Show slowing down, but he still will be put into that mix. And if what we were saying earlier about, and what we'll be touching on as well, with the team Hell No and Scholars, if they're looking to put some other faces in the Intercontinental picture, then you've got D. Bryan and Kane as well. I mean, that's there you go. There's your elimination chamber there for that title. You know, and then you've got your one obviously for Punks, and it opens up all sorts of possibilities. But I think he'll drop it. Me personally, 1, 2, 3, J.
I doubt there's going to be like elimination chamber for the Intercontinental. One for the World, or one for the WWE title.
I think they're trying. What the WWE are doing recently is they're trying to give these. Well, in my opinion, they're trying to give these titles more prestige. That's why people are holding them longer, and they're trying to make them more interesting.
That's thanks to Triple, that is, because we know when Triple's a champion, he used to hold the title for time.
Yeah. I mean, the Intercontinental Championship used to be a massive championship. It really did, man. When you think about some of the people that held it, like your Owen Harts and stuff like that, man. I mean, and Shawn Michaels, and this was a massive belt, man. This was the step up before the step up, before you got to that next point.
And even then, you take it back to Big WrestleMania 6. The main event had the Intercontinental Champion in it.
There you go.
And I can't remember if it was a SummerSlam. It was a SummerSlam, the one where it had like, when it was in Wembley or WrestleMania 3, was one of them. Where they had Holy Papa and I think it was British Bulldog and Bret Hart. I think it was them two. If it isn't, forgive me. Let me get it wrong. If I get it wrong. Right. And I think they fought for the Intercontinental title, and the match was done. And the match went off the time.
Yeah.
Your wrestling strength, you know what I mean? Don't quote me on that. It's something along them lines. Bret Hart and the British Bulldog, they were fighting for the Intercontinental title, and the match was done. The match was done.
It was a family versus family match, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was done.
I remember taping that, man, on VHS. For any of you under 18, you won't remember that shit. But
You're learning history, and learn about your wrestling people, because, I mean, it didn't start with John Cena, blood, it didn't start with Rey Mysterio either. Word is born.
So, Mike, who are you calling then, Cesaro or Miz?
I'm going to stick with the cat and say Miz. I'm back in Cesaro, but I'm back in Cesaro because I like that dude, man. When he drops that, you can get that. But I think the Miz got to take it, man. With his new super move now that Ric Flair gave him, he's sure to elevate with that move now, surely. Yeah,
definitely. I'm same as you. I'm backing Miz for this. For all the reasons I stated previous. I think the Miz will take the belt, the US champ belt, at the end of this. And I think, to be honest, it'll be a decent match, even though it's one of those YouTube pre-pay-per-view matches. So I think it'll be good, man.
Back in Cesaro. I'm back in Cesaro, but I think the Miz will win it.
Yeah, same here. Like Cesaro, hoping if he does lose this, he gets pushed into the Intercontinental. Makes sense, but we all know what WWE creative are like. Team tag match then. Team Hell No versus the Road Scholars. Some of your favourite characters at the moment, Mike. Go on.
For real, man. I like Kane, my hero Kane, and I like Sandow. I can't stand Rhodes, and I don't really think anything of Daniel Bryan. Now, backing. It's hard, man. But I like both teams because of the characters in it. But I'll tell you something. Team Hell No's lost the title. Rose Scholars time now, and I'll tell you why. Because you have on Raw you had the graduation thing, yeah. Yeah. So that's spelling the end of that angle, right? So now Kane and Daniel Bryan, the turn soft. To me, the turns were off because of all that anger management. The both of them was angry. That's what made them successful. They turned them soft. I mean, Royal Scholars, they're gonna take advantage, win titles. It's time for Sandow and Rhodes to do their team. They've held Hell No has the title for a minute now. I mean, total change, man. Total change. Royal Scholars has won.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with everything you said on that, Mike. Daniel Bryan last year was in the ascendancy, man. He was massive. He was doing really well. Unfortunately, he lost his way a little bit. Like I said to you earlier, the wealth of talent that's in that pool at the moment. I mean, he had some epic encounters with CM Punk last year. Obviously, CM Punk was the stronger of the wrestlers. Because if D-Boy, you know, would have worked on it more, he might have been in Punk's position now. Punk might have teamed up with Kane. But obviously Punk got over. Punk's got a lot more about him. Kane, yeah, he's, like you say, he's gone soft now. He's not the big red monster anymore. It's clear to me that the WWE are getting bigger dudes in. And you know, you've got your Rybacks, you've got your Shield, Reigns, is it Ronnie? No, Reigns. You know, massive dude, Big E Langston. We're getting some big heavy hitters back in. So if they were... You know, if they were to drop the titles to the Rhodes Scholars, which I think they will, which are, you know, I think it's only fair, so I think Damien Sandow has done an excellent job. Then maybe they'll put Kane back in the monster category again, and then we'll see. And Brodus Clay might have a switch as well. Brodus Clay might switch up. You might just get all these big dudes tearing each other.
They'll definitely do that because, like I say, they turn them soft. So after the list of titles, they're going to look at it, well, they're going to look at it like, oh, that's Dr. Shelby, man. He's turned us into idiots, man. We're supposed to be looking at people. You're a technical motherfucker. You're Dan. You're supposed to piss up people in 1,000 ways. I'm a monster. I'm supposed to be slamming people through tables and setting shit on fire, and people are supposed to be afraid of me and shit. Well, we ended up hugging each other. We lost focus on what we're really here for. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Rhodes Scholars was one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm calling Rhodes Scholars as well. And I'd love it if they beat them. Daniel Bryan and Kane started going at it in the ring. Kane chokeslammed Daniel Bryan into a table with Damien Sandow just resting back, stroking his beard with his towel around his neck. Like that. And the cartwheel afterwards as well. So yeah, so we're both backing, both agree, man, both backing Rhodes Scholars to take it. Team Hell No to split after this.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. Like I said, Elimination Chamber soon come as well.
Yeah, definitely. True, man. Right, next on the agenda, and by the way, guys, we're only going by the matches that have been announced as of Wednesday, so we've only got this information. So this is just pre-Rumble. We'll talk about it more after the Rumble. Del Rio, Big Show. Easy to call this. Easy.
I'll say Del Rio, I've got to hold on to this one.
Bertie, obviously, they can't give him the title and take it off him.
I mean, but why? He's got to be doing he's got to be doing some mad dodging and weaving and ducking and all that, man. He's got to be swift. He's got to come with some Muhammad Ali shit, that kind of why? If Big Show punches him through school buses, he ain't far. He ain't no Sheamus.
Believe me, Mike, the infamous informer Mike, knows all about my hatred for Del Rio, but I ain't gonna lie. I made a blog video about hating this guy and put it out on the page when we were in its infant stages, when we had like 16 members. Call him Alberto Del Douchebag and stuff like that, man. I hated this guy. But I'm over. I'm definitely over. He's won me over. You know, technically he's good, and as a babyface, I much prefer him. I really much prefer him. I think he just, you know, oh yes, he's good at what he does as a heel, but I think as a babyface, he really gets the crowd on side. He's got his ring announcer that does the comedy angle, but you know, it works. It works for Del Rio, and me personally, I'm definitely calling Bertie on this one. Definitely.
Yo, shout out to Smackpot Center's favourite referee, Tanya Stevens. You know she loves Bertie. Yo, Bertie, if you're listening to this, you got a little admirer. That's all I'm saying.
she's definitely into Mexican food.
Yeah, Mexicans are one, man. You know what I mean? The key to his heart, he's through the stomach, man. You better put that Mexican shit, man. Trust me.
Tanya, you saw something that I didn't see, so fair play.
Man, she did. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. Fair play to Tanya, man. She knows, man.
I should be DQ'd from this conversation, man.
Well, we've heard of it. We've heard of Smack Talk Central talk some mad shit about Bertie. It was like, yo, take time, girl, man. Take time.
Yo, Tonya, sorry, man. Mike's at it again. He put you on blast. Get the spray cans. It's all about the hammer, the Mexican hammer.
The day she announced her love for Bertie, I've just been, I've had the most ammunition, man, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. I just can't help you. Bertie, can go with it, man.
Yeah, Bertie. I'm siding with him as well, man. And the last one that we know has been confirmed, the big one, the most important one, CM Punk versus The Rock.
Oh man,
Tight core, with all the theories and paranoid theories and the Shield and Maddox and Heyman and the Rock angle and the Vince angle. This is probably the hardest match I've ever had to call. I was nailed on 2 weeks ago. I was nailed on. I was a Punk guy all the way through it. Looking at leading up now we're sort of done. We're done with all the prelim, and now it's time to get to the big thing. I'm going to stick my neck out, and I'm going to back Punk through this. I honestly, unless Vince takes the title off him, I'm backing Punk.
Alright, so hang on. Let's get this right now. For everyone that's listening, I mean, let's get it right so everyone can understand this, yeah? You are backing CM Punk, yeah? And you're backing CM Punk and you believe that he will win, yeah?
I'm backing my boy. I'm backing Punk. Yeah, best in the world, straight edge society, CM Punk for life, bitches. I am backing my man Punk. I am repping my CM Punk top. I am one of Punk's followers. Whether or not it's I am a Heyman guy. Pipe bomb to all you PG bitches. I'm a Heyman guy. See this? This is the 1-2-3-J hammer. Fuck you pipe bombs. I am a CM Punk guy. I'm backing Punk.
You're backing Punk all the way?
All the way to the hilt.
Right. Can I have a little breakdown as to why you believe he's the man? He's got to do it.
Right. This is why. I think it's too obvious that The Rock will come back and take the title off Punk. I think Punk has played his part perfectly. And honestly, I think it'd be detrimental to the title reign if he was to drop it to Rock at Rumble. I think if he's going to drop it, he should drop it at Elimination Chamber. I think if he holds on through Rumble, then that will give him that platform. Again, I am the absolute best in the world now. I beat everybody under the sun. I beat The Rock, and nobody, I'm untouchable. Nobody can touch me now. Which will lead into the Elimination Chamber. Well, Punk, it's different when it's not just one person, it's 5 people.
5 other people.
And then that gives everybody an angle to gun for him, which also gives the Shield another angle. That's what will make the Shield more interesting, because they'll either start attacking Punk if it is a switch, or picking out these 5-mans, and this is where you'll see Punk either come out as leader of the Shield, or definitely something to do with it. With probably Maddox and Heyman as well. So me personally, I think if he holds the title, it's better for the WWE because it builds up an awesome Elimination Chamber. If the title's taken off him, like I said earlier, I think Punk will retain it at the Elimination Chamber. So either way, I'm backing Punk. But if he holds it to Elimination Chamber, if he takes it and wins it and takes it to Elimination Chamber, he will lose it. He will lose it.
Wow.
So that's my theory.
You know what? I don't know if I can top that theory, I really don't know if I can top that theory. What is the infamous prediction?
Informed prediction.
This is how you think it's going to go down. Dwayne Johnson all the way. I'm backing him.
What?
And I believe he's going to win.
What?
Now, before I get into it,
what?
Before I get it, hey, let me tell you something. Method Man said, He said that in 1999.
What?
Pharaoh Munch tune, Simon Says remix. Remember that? Right. Before I get into it, I want to pick up the WF because they have done a brilliant, superb job of keeping it 50-50 all the way through. Between you really don't know, like you said, you really don't know who's going to take it when we CM Punk or The Rock. They really made it like that. It's like a WrestleMania type scenario. I like those WrestleMania matches where you don't really know who's going to win. Yeah. You really don't know, and I think the WF have done a superb job. You know what I mean? Going back to when they had their confrontation. The Punk and The Rock had their confrontation. The Rock was coughing, and then the bomb just dropped. Bam! When CM Punk said, "Your arms are too short to box with God." That was it. That was it for me. That was it for me. I ran my brother, I was like, and even The Rock had to step back and think, no way. Well, he did. You saw it. He didn't know what to do at that point. He was like, oh shit. That's why it took The Rock a week to come back. The week after, The Rock was like, well, you said that my arms too short to box with God. Well, The Rock says, you're not God. I was like, you should have said that from last week, Rock. Yeah. You should have said it from last week. It meant that The Rock said that much, it took him a week to come back from it. Well, anyway, The Rock still says, it doesn't matter, the fact is, I'm a block up your class. You know what I mean? Time running out from your blood class. You keep talking about this health title for 400 and bomber class, whatever days it is. You know what I mean? Time's up, motherfucker. Rap Barker, bam! You finish. Right? Then we go on to this week now. This week's Raw. Right? And, The Rock's talking about he's made a promise that he will win at the Rumble. Now, bear in mind, hear me out now. Bear in mind that I'm back in The Rock here. Yeah. I'm still on this 50-50 thing, where The Rock said he has keyword promised to win the title at the Royal Rumble. Usually back in the day, The Rock would say, The Rock promises, no, The Rock guarantees that he will win the WWF title. And when he says guarantees, what happens? Get screwed. What happens, Jay? Usually get screwed. Well, The Rock did not use the word guarantees this time. Yeah, he promised. That 50-50, you know what I mean, that CM Punk can still win this shit, right? We was talking about this earlier in the show, talking about, we was talking about these possible angles where if the Shield come and tease, then that's it. CM Punk's gonna have the title stripped, and that's the end of that. You know what I mean? Vincent Kennedy could wind up be the lead of the Shield after all that. You know what I mean? And that will change up shit crazy, right? That would be like, a oh shit moment. But I've got another theory. You see, now you got this Brad Maddox kid. Yeah. He's just lined up with, he's just aligned himself with Heyman now. Heyman's like, yeah man. Yeah, I mean, you're alright, you know, I like your persistence, you're alright still. Right. So now, with this in mind, the Shield can't tease. Again, they can't come in and tease because CM Punk will lose. Right. So, Heyman will probably send Maddox to tease. There's nothing on Maddox. Which is true, you hit on that earlier, there's nothing to say that somebody else can't come in. Yeah. Someone else can't come in, Maddox might come in and punch the Rocky Line dick and then two him lose. Alright? But, I still backing The Rock all the way, boots the ass, his team bring it all the way, simply because, man, come into the ring and said, you know, he mentioned the words of Martin Luther King. From time you mention him! That's it. So that's, you know what I mean? So is that your final statement then, Mike? Give me, I want you to wrap it up, man. I want you to wrap it up in 20 words or less. Your final statement. Final statement. Backing The Rock. The Rock goal win it. If he does happen to lose or disqualify or whatever it is, it's because Brad Maddox come and tease. That's it. May the best man win, man. May the best man. Most definitely, man. May the best man win. Most definitely. I could see on both sides, man. I could see how on Raw, CM Punk would be like, yeah, careful, yeah. I beat everybody, including The Rock. The Rock said he could stop me. Could he stop me? No. He failed. So that makes me best in the world. Best in the world, he said. We hold the title for 4,020 odd days.
So, Mike, one word just before we go. One name out the hat. Royal Rumble winner.
Ryback.
You're back in Ryback.
There you go. Back in Ryback all the way, because I don't see it from left one, man. I've seen what was going on with that character. You know what I mean? And they're blowing him up. He's the man that's gonna do it, man. He's the man.
Son, yo, me, I'm back in Ziggler. Whether he comes in at 1 or 2, the man's leaving as number 30. And that is my prediction.
Ziggler.
All the way. Pink, hashtag pink briefs. Real men wear pink briefs.
Well, I obviously must be not a real man then, you know what I mean? I'm not a real man, you know what I mean? I'd rather be not a real man than wear some deep shit, man. I don't run with that shit, man. Shout
out to Brendan B. Dog Walsh, man. He knows the score. Hashtag Brendan wears pink briefs.
Brendan, man. He's embarrassing us, man. He's embarrassing me, man.
Brendan,
Mike. Brendan, me and go to war at the Biller's Bar, man.
He's the showstopper, man. He's the showstopper. You're the infamous informer. He's the showstopper.
Yeah, man. Big up to Brendan, man. You know what I mean? Man brings it, man. Every guy really brings it, man. I like to put the most respect for him, man. Believe. You know what I mean? Sometimes he even has me on the ropes, man. I'm like, right. He even has the Mikey jab on the ropes, man. Oh my God. If I finally get jab on the ropes, then boy.
Well, just a little bit of a spoiler for Sunday. He's already gone in for you two. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
So am I, man. So am I. I can't wait either, man. Yo.
And if you guys want to see this go down, make sure you get your ass down to Biller's Bar in Wolverhampton from 10 o'clock onwards till late, where we're all watching the Royal Rumble live, the whole of the STC crew, from 11 till late. Drinks, food, banter, prizes, cash money, open for everybody, anybody that wants to attend. And it'll be the 1 year anniversary as well of live events.
And I just want to make it out that, you know what I mean, if you can't make it because you live too far, for example, you live in Australia or something, and you just have to be listening to this, you know what I mean, just keep your eyes peeled on YouTube. There will be a montage of this shit happening, man. I mean, all the highlights. It's going to eclipse the last one, the Survivor Series. You thought that one was funny. In fact, matter of fact, watch the Survivor Series video, I mean, on SmackDown Center YouTube channel. Search SmackDown Center on YouTube channel. Look for the video call, SmackDown Center, Survivor of the 50s. Watch how we get down at the Biller's Bar, man. That ain't nothing, man. This one's gonna be next level, man. 1 year anniversary. Jeez!
And that's the truth, guys. Make sure you check us out. If you are in the Wolverhampton area and you do want to come down and you do want to check it out, hit up Biller's Bar. If you don't know where that is, hit us up at www.facebook.com/SmackTalkCentre or on the Twitter at SmackTalkCentre. You can hit us up, get more information. You guys have got till Sunday. We hope to see you there. Infamous Informer, it's always a pleasure and never a chore, man.
Y2J, man. Good politicking with you, man. Good politicking with you. As I said, may the best man win.
We will see. Yo, and this might be our last ever podcast. If at Mike Knox and at the BDSIR Network do not like the hammer jokes. so Mike Perlman, we see you, man. We see you. We'll try.
Mike Knox, yo. Once again, we apologize. I mean, it's our first and last time, then, you know. I saw it going. You're the one who told us to go Uncut, man. You like me?
Yo, Mike, for the next one. For the next one, shall we keep it clean? Nah. Yo, guys, this has been your boy 123J.
Yeah, I've been the infamous informer, man. Grab body.
And this is the STC Radio. Until next time, peace. We out.
Where my niggas is at? Where my niggas is at? Where the fuck my bitches at? Where my bitches is at? We got the where my bitches is at. We got the real live shit from front to back. To my niggas in the world, where the fuck you at?